Welcome to NFL Imperialism in Madden 27. Here is a map of all 32 NFL teams. First, we'll spin the wheel to randomly determine a team. Then we spin an arrow to determine which way the team will attack. These teams will face off in a winner-takes-all game where the winner gets the land of both teams. Our first matchup is Giants versus Patriots here. The Giants are off to a 7-0 lead. Can the Patriots respond, or will the Giants extend their lead? They do. It is 14-0. This could be an early upset already in this Imperialism. 17-0. Patriots do score, but the Giants put in the dagger. It is too late. The Giants take down the Patriots in the first game of our Imperialism by a score of 30-14. A heavy favorite is our first team eliminated in this Imperialism as the Giants take down the Patriots. And we're back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's gonna be the Chargers. It was almost the Giants again. Which way will the Chargers be attacking? They're going southeast, and they're taking on the Cardinals. Chargers taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals score on their opening drive, but the Chargers do respond. Can we see another upset already in this Imperialism? 14-0 at half. 17 now, 20-7. It's 20-14 now. Chargers are gonna need to score. The Chargers down to 15 seconds and rolling here. They got 2nd and 7. They're threatening on the 21. They do need a touchdown. Herbert's gonna throw it away. 8 seconds remain. Can the Chargers punch it in? Herbert extends the play. He's throwing it to nobody. Now down to the final play. The Chargers need 21 yards here, and then a PAT would win it. What has Herbert got? Got a free blitzer, throws it over the middle. It is incomplete. Broken up, intended for Lad McConkey, but that's going to do it. The Cardinals take down the Chargers. 2 back-to-back upsets to start our Imperialism. The Chargers did have a chance to win it there at the end, but gonna get it done. 30 teams remain. Which team will be the next team to attack? It's gonna be the Packers. And which way will the Packers be attacking? They're going east, and they'll be up against the Lions. 2 favorites out of the NFC this year. Which one will come out on top in this Imperialism? The Packers are off to a 7-0 lead here. Can the Lions respond? No, they're getting shut down right now by the Packers defense. Still 7-0 at halftime. Detroit does score coming out of half. It is 7-7 now. 14-7. Detroit has a 3rd and 5 here. A first down would probably end the game. They'll kick a field goal. The Packers will be out of timeouts. They're going to run the ball. Gibbs is going to get stuffed. Packers need a field goal. They got 34 seconds to go the distance of the field. They don't have any timeouts remaining, and Love's going to take a sack. The Packers are going to hurry up back to the line. They got 10 seconds left. This likely will be the last play. Love's going to have to heave one. And he takes another sack. Aiden Hutchinson on that one. And that's going to end the game. The Lions take down the Packers 17-14. Tough break, Packers fans. You guys had the lead for a while, and then you blew it. And Jordan Love forgot to throw the ball. Back to the wheel. Which team will be the next to attack? It's going to be the Carolina Panthers. And which way will Carolina be attacking? They're going south. They're taking on the Falcons. Panthers taking on the Falcons in Atlanta. Who will win this matchup? It is 3-0 now, 7-3 now, 10-7. Lots of quick scores there. Carolina takes the lead here, 14. Atlanta responds 17-14 at halftime. Atlanta has the field goal lead. Can they extend their lead here? They do with a safety, 19-14 here. And the Falcons ice the game after the safety. The Falcons led by Tua Tagovailoa. Steal one from the Panthers, although probably the safety that really did it for them. And which team will be attacking next here? It's going to be the Commanders. Which way will the Commanders be attacking? They're going west, taking on the Steelers. I actually think the lower overall team has won every single matchup so far. Let's see if the Steelers can be the team to break the curse here. They are off to a 7-3 lead at the end of the first quarter. Looking to extend their lead, they don't. It is half, 7-3, still the score. Still the score at the end of the third quarter. Pittsburgh does score coming out of the fourth, and that's going to do it. That'll put the game away. The Commanders score late. Good teams win. Great teams cover. Steelers coming out on top. Just wait till they get to the first round of the playoffs, though. Back to the wheel. Let's see which team will be attacking next. It's gonna be the Chiefs. And which way will the Chiefs be attacking? They're going west. They are taking on the Denver Broncos. 2 heavy favorites out of the AFC this year. It's a shame we're gonna lose one of them early here. And so far, it's gonna be the Broncos. They are down 7-6 here. Now down 14-6. Can the Chiefs extend their lead coming out of half? No, the Broncos responded. It's 14-12 here. The Broncos take the lead. Can the Chiefs respond? They do. The Broncos down by 1 on the 48-yard line. Might be in field goal range already. A field goal is all they need to win it here. Just need to pick up a couple extra yards. Nix is going to hand it off. No, I fell for the play action. Don't know why I fell for that. That'll bring up a 2nd and 2 here. Nix is going to hand this one off, and that's going to be a first down. They are in field goal range. It'll be interesting to see what the Broncos do here. I assume they're just going to hand it to J.K. Dobbins and run out the clock. They are not. Nix is going to throw one. He's actually going to take off himself. Nix has the first down and more down to the 20-yard line. The Broncos, for some reason, are kicking a field goal with 15 seconds, which does open the door for Patrick Mahomes. 12 seconds, no timeouts. Do they have a pass interference here? That could be the strategy. Mahomes has time in the pocket. He's going to throw one downfield, and it is broken up. Intended for Travis Kelce. Maybe should have been a penalty flag there. Now down to only 6 seconds. Do the Chiefs have a miracle in them? 3-man rush, plenty of time. Mahomes unleashes one downfield. It's broken up, and that's going to do it. The Denver Broncos take down the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the fun part about the Midwest. If you win one game, you own just the entire Midwest. Back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Falcons again. And which way will the Falcons be attacking this time? Going southeast, and they're taking on the Jaguars. Falcons do already have a win in this Imperialism. They took down the Carolina Panthers, and they are off to a 7-0 lead already. Jacksonville does answer. It is 7-7 at half. Jacksonville scores before half. Atlanta scores coming out of half, but Jacksonville responds. It is 14-13 here. Can the Falcons put the game away here? They do. They're going to run out the clock. And the Jaguars are eliminated. The Falcons win a second game. Don't let the Falcons get hot. Back to the wheel. Which team is going to be attacking next? It's going to be the Ravens. And which way will the Ravens be attacking? They're going north. They're taking on the Eagles. Could potentially be the Super Bowl matchup here. Is that ridiculous to say? The Eagles, 2 quick touchdowns already. The Ravens, 2 quick responses. Eagles score again. Can they score again before half? No, they can't. But they do score coming out of half. It is 28-21. This one's a shootout. The Ravens score again. The Eagles get a safety, and they get another touchdown. That's going to put the game away. Eagles take it 40-28. E-L-G-S-E-S. Have you seen that clip? You know what I'm talking about? E-L-G-S-E-S. Eagles! Anyway, back to the wheel. Which team is going to be next? It's going to be the Giants again. And which way will the Giants be attacking? They're going south. And they're taking on the new and improved New York Jets. The Battle of New York, which is really the Battle of New Jersey. The Jets actually are off to a 10-0 lead here. And it's 10-7. Now 17-7. This is the most the Jets are going to score all year. Can the Giants respond? They do. It is 17-17 at the end of half. The Jets score twice quickly. That's going to put the game away. The Giants lose to the Jets. I'm as shocked as you guys are. That, unironically, might be the first time the Jets have won a game in Imperialism. But now they're a force to be reckoned with. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Browns. In which way will the Browns be attacking? They're going east. And they're taking on the Steelers. First ballot Hall of Fame quarterback in his final season, taking on a young up-and-coming Pro Bowler. That's right, Shedeur Sanders. It is 3-0 at halftime. 6-0 now, 6-3. This is the most typical Browns-Steelers game I've ever seen in my life. The Browns with a chance to put the game away, and they do with a field goal. The Browns take down the Steelers. That's Shedeur right there. Steelers won their first game, but they couldn't get the Browns. And as we all predicted, the Browns now own 3 territories. Back to our wheel. Which team is next to attack? The Falcons again. I don't know what this wheel has against the Falcons, but which way are they going? They're going northwest, taking on the Tennessee Titans. In case anyone's wondering, I will never use the new Tennessee logo in my Imperialism maps. And they're down 7-0 here, and they do respond, but then they give up a big touchdown. But then they respond again. It is 14-14 at halftime. Can the Titans be the team to take down the Falcons? They're down by 7. But they score. The Falcons now with a chance to score. They get a field goal. The Tennessee gets their own field goal. We're in overtime. Both teams have punted in this overtime. It is now down to the Titans. The next score wins. I don't know what I'm going to do if it ends in a tie. Ward from play action throws one downfield. It's caught. It's Calvin Ridley. Down to the 38. That could put him in field goal range and would win them the game. Titans now 2nd and 4 with a minute 17 to go. It's an inside handoff to Pollard, who's going to pick up the first down, but there is a flag. That's not good. That's going to send him back to the 41. And now they're going to take another false start penalty. That'll bring up a 3rd and 19. Remember, the next score wins, so all they need is to get into field goal range here. They don't necessarily need the first down. They're going to send the blitz. It's picked up. Cam Ward's going to roll. He's got him in over the middle. It's going to be down to the 36. We're looking at a 54-yard field goal. The 53-yarder for the win. Oh, I got to move my face cam. Hold on. It is up, and it is good. The Titans Falcons win it in overtime. They tried really hard to not win it in overtime, but they did pull it off. Welcome to the video, Tennessee Titans. Back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Buccaneers. Which way will the Buccaneers be attacking? Going south, and they're taking on Miami. New QB in town, can Malik Willis. All right, it's not even a good start for them. Malik Willis is back. Malik Willis, no, he's not back. He's not back. 24-16 at halftime. Baker Mayfield extends the lead to 15. Malik brings it back within 8, but 11. That's going to do it. No, back within 8. Bucks could put it away here. They do. I mean, what a shootout. 37-34 is the final score. I spent half the thing yapping about Malik Willis just for him to lose. Questionable commentary on that one, but the result remains. Back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Vikings. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. Which will they be attacking? They're going west. They're taking on the Broncos. Broncos coming off their win against the Chiefs. They stay hot, 7-0, 14-0. Can the Vikings mount the comeback here and take down the Denver Broncos? The Broncos are up 21-10 at halftime. Vikings looking to respond. They do. They get a long one, and they get the 2-point conversion, but the Broncos, that was enough for them. They decided they're going to stop playing around. 42. Yeah, that'll do it. Broncos take out the other team in the Midwest. Only the Cowboys remain to stop them from going coast to coast. Except those aren't coasts. Those are land. Anyway, going back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Electric 49ers. Which way will the 49ers be attacking? They're going north. That will pit them against the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. The reigning champions at home against the 49ers coming off some electric injuries. They are up 7-0 though, but Seattle does respond. But San Francisco responds right back 14-7 at halftime. Seattle scores coming out of half, but so does San Francisco. It is 24-10. That might put it away. Seattle scores, but they don't get the 2-point conversion. That's going to do it. San Francisco takes down Seattle 24-16. Seattle always a threat in these imperialisms, but they're out early in this one. I think there's 18 left. I didn't really count. So the Texans are next to attack. And which way will the Texans be going? They're going east. They're taking on the Saints. Texans had a tremendous defense last year, but they give up a big touchdown already. Now 2 of them. But the question was, can their offense come back this year? 14-14. The Saints could be a sleeper this year. By the way, Tyler Shuck, we'll see how he progresses. In this game, he is up 28, now 22. Well, I came down here because I thought the Texans had the ball, but apparently the Saints are just about to put the game away. If they pick up a first down, that'll do it. The Texans do stop them short. It is 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches, they're going for the gun, but they do pick up the first down. Travis Etienne. That's going to do it. Saints win. I do think the Saints could be a pretty good team this year, but all that matters today is they won their Imperialism matchup against the Texans, because we all know the Super Bowl is won on August 6th. Anyway, going back to the wheel here, which team will be attacking? It's going to be the Cardinals, playing tonight. Which way will the Cardinals be attacking? They're going north, and they're taking on the Broncos. Probably our most lopsided matchup so far, but we have seen a bunch of upsets in this Imperialism already, and the Cardinals are starting the trend here. It's 10-3, now 17-3. Are the Denver Broncos going to lose at the hands of the Arizona Cardinals? The Cardinals score again, 24-10. They need to score, they don't. 31-10, 38-10, the final score. The Cardinals absolutely dominate the Denver Broncos. Cardinals just ran away with that one at the end. Not sure what that was all about. We have finally reached the halfway point. 16 remain. The next team to attack will be the Browns. In which way will the Browns be attacking? They're going north, taking on the Lions. Browns already have one big win in this Imperialism. So does Detroit, though. Who will come out on top in this one? The Browns with a 14-7 lead. Don't make me say it. Detroit gets a field goal before half. It is 14-10, still in favor. Detroit scores coming out of half. The Browns get a field goal of their own, and they get a touchdown. Looking to put it away. They do. The Cleveland Browns have defeated the Lions. Don't make me say it. Do not let the Browns get hot. 15 remain. Which team will be attacking next? We're going to finally see the Bengals. And which way will the Bengals be attacking? They're going north. Can they stay hot? Can Cleveland win back-to-back games? They are down 14-0 early. That's not looking good for them. Now 14-3. 21-3. 28-3. Yeah, well. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. But 35-5. Yeah, the classic football score of 35-5. Well, you can't win them all, you know. Welcome to Imperialism, the Bengals. 14 now remain. Which team will be attacking next? It's gonna be the Rams. And which way will the Raiders be attacking? They're going north, taking on the Niners. Could be a preview of the NFC Championship here. Rams taking on the Niners in San Fran. The Rams get off to a hot start, 24, now 24-10 only. Up by 2 scores at halftime, 24-7, now 27, now 27-24. These teams are scoring like crazy. Can the Niners score? They do. Stafford needs 46 yards in 34 seconds here. They do need a touchdown, down by 4. Stafford gonna swing one to Kyron Williams, who can't get to the outside. He's gonna be in bounds. Are the Rams gonna use their timeout, or are they just gonna sit here and look at the clock? It appears they're gonna choose to sit here and look at the clock. Good clock management so far from the Rams, who are down to 15, and now 14, and now 13. Now Stafford's going to make an audible. Now he's going to call a timeout. All right, that's smart football right there. They didn't see that one coming. 11 seconds left. They do still have a timeout. Stafford's going to have to throw one downfield, probably to Puka. Puka's going in motion. Stafford's looking that way. He's going to throw one downfield. It is broken up. 7 seconds remain. 3rd and 12. They do still have a timeout, but they are going to heave one downfield, and it is intercepted. I thought for a second that guy caught it. I think that was Whittingham, but wow, it is intercepted. That's going to do it. The Niners take down the Rams. That one got a little exciting at the end there. And back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next here? We're going to finally see the Raiders. In which way will the Raiders be attacking? They're going southeast, and they're taking on the Cardinals. Big heavyweight matchup. Kirko Chains taking on Jeremiah Love and the Cardinals, who are off to a 14. It is now a 14-14 tie. Now 21-14 in favor of the Cardinals at halftime. Can the Raiders score coming out of half? No, the Cardinals score coming out of half. The arrow was actually incorrect on the screen, and the Cardinals continue their run of dominance for some reason. Start Fernando Mendoza. He's saving the franchise. But in this one, the Cardinals are moving on. I know when you clicked on this video, you're like, oh, I bet the Cardinals are going to be the favorites. We are down to our final 12 teams. The next to attack is going to be the Saints. In which way will the Saints be attacking? They're going to go southeast, and they're taking on the Bucks. Both of these teams already have wins in this Imperialism, now taking each other on. Tampa Bay's up 10-0. Now 13-0. Now, 19-0. Are the Saints going to score at all? It does not. Oh, they are. Good teams win. Great teams cover. I don't know if they covered. 13's a lot. Saints had a good run. They did beat the Texans. Okay, maybe it wasn't a good run. It was a good game. And down to 11. Which team will be attacking next? We're going to see the Colts. In which way will the Colts be attacking? Going northwest. Taking on the cover athlete, Caleb Williams and the Bears. Two teams that haven't played yet in this Imperialism. The Bears scored quickly, 10-3, then now 10-7, now 17-14, now 17-7, now 24-17. Wow. 24-20 at halftime. The Bears score coming out half. The Colts responded. It's 31-28. The Bears score again. It's 38-28. Now it's 38-31. The Bears the chance to put away. They do. The field goal. It is 41-31. Final score. The Bears take down the Colts. Couldn't even keep up with that one. And Illinois and Indiana are officially won. And down to our final 10 now. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Niners. In which way will the Niners? Actually, I don't think it matters. I think they're only connected to the Cardinals. Niners-Cardinals. Two teams that have been dominant so far. For some reason, the Cardinals own the most land right now, and they own the lead, 10-0. Niners get a field goal. It is 10-3. Cardinals do not score before half, and the Niners score coming out of half, but the Cardinals respond. But the Cardinals are up 7 now. And they put in the dagger. The Cardinals win again, 23-13. Perhaps the most random run of dominance we've ever seen in Imperialism. Apparently the Madden sim just likes the Cardinals this year. 9 teams remain now. Which team will be attacking next? We're gonna see the Bengals. In which way will the Bengals be attacking? They're going east, taking on the Eagles. We haven't seen the Eagles since they took down the Ravens. Can they stay hot though? 10-7 here. They do have the lead. The Bengals score though. Can the Eagles respond? No, it is 14-10 at halftime. Eagles do score out of half. It is 17-14. Bengals score now 21-17. Can the Eagles put this one away? No, the Bengals now in overtime. The Eagles just turned the ball over. So the Bengals could win here with a score. Although he's going to have a man wide open. A touchdown's going to do it. Mike Gesicki. And the Bengals take down the Eagles. I think the Eagles won it last year, so we're going to have a new Imperialism champion here. 8 teams now remain. Who will be attacking next? It's going to be the Bears. Which way will the cover athlete be going? Going west. Taking on the Cardinals. I mean, surely the Cardinals' run has to end eventually, right? You might think that a logical team to take them down would be the Bears here. It is only 6-3, though. It is now 6-6. The Cardinals score coming out of half. It is 13-6. We've seen this film before. 20-6. Are the Cardinals going to take down the Bears? It looks like they are. Handedly. This is so random. This is like the most bizarre imperialism I've ever done. Now down to 7. Let's see which team is going to be attacking next. It's going to be the Titans. In which way will the Titans be attacking? They're going west. And they're taking on the Cardinals. I know when you guys clicked on this video, this final 7 matchup was exactly what you expected it to be. The Titans taking on the Cardinals. If the Titans might be the team to take down the powerhouse here, they are down 19-13 though. Can the Titans score? No, the Cardinals put it away with 2 quick touchdowns. The Cardinals continue this run unlike anything I've ever seen before. Is the simulation glitched or something? Like, do the Cardinals always win? I don't know what to say. The next attacking team is going to be the Jets. And which way will the Jets be attacking? Going west. We are finally going to see the Buffalo Bills in action. The Bills are always a favorite in these imperialisms because they're up where no one can get them, and they're a really good team. They are up 7-6 here. They are down 9-7. They do respond 14-9. Jets get another field goal. It is 14-12 at halftime. The Jets score coming out of half, but the Bills get a field goal. It is a 2-point game. The Bills score a touchdown. Jets now with a chance to go the other way, and they don't. The Bills run out the clock. That's going to do it. The Buffalo Bills have defeated the New York Jets. Jets, you had a good run. You won a game. More than I can usually say for the Jets. Final 5, which team will be next to attack? We're going to finally see the Cowboys. Cowboys have been hiding this whole video. Which way will they be attacking? They're going east. They're taking on the Bucks. The Cowboys have waited till the final 5 to make their move here. It works in Survivor, but will it work in this imperialism? It is not working so far. They are down 14-3. They do score, though, right before half, but the Bucks respond with a field goal before half. It is 17-13. Now 20-13. Now 20-20. The Cowboys staging a comeback. They get a field goal. Cowboys made a late surge in this one. It is 26-20. The Bucks are going to need a miracle. They need a touchdown, and they need 70 yards to do so. Baker's going to scramble for some reason, and that's going to do it. Questionable last play, but the Cowboys take down the Buccaneers. The late push for the Cowboys could be the right strategy here. Now down to our final 4. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Bengals. Which way will the Bengals be attacking? They're going east. They're taking on the Bills. It is Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen in this final 4 matchup. The Bengals are off to a 3-0, now 10-0 lead. Buffalo looking to respond. They do. It is 10-7 now. Buffalo scores again before half. It is 14-10. Bengals score coming out half 17. Now 21-17. The Bills have the lead. They get another field goal. They have a chance to put it away here. They do. And the Bengals are eliminated. The Bills and the Cowboys, they know you just got to strike late because that's all that matters in these imperialisms. Down to our final 3. The next team to attack is going to be the Bills, which means the Cowboys are moving on because the Bills can only go in one direction, I believe. And they're taking on the Cardinals. The team to beat the Arizona Cardinals. They are off to a 7-0 lead, now 7-7. Can the Bills be the one to take down the Cardinals? Out of all the teams in this imperialism, somehow the Cardinals are the team to beat. It is 14-13, 21-14. The Cardinals do take the lead here. 2 minutes to go here. The Buffalo Bills do have all their timeouts. The Cardinals could make this the last possession if they play it correctly. Jeremiah Love is going to get the ball down to the 12-yard line here, going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Bills didn't use a timeout. The Cardinals also aren't trying to milk the clock, so going to assume with some Madden logic here, we're just going for the touchdown. Brissett looking to throw, got a man over the middle, down to the 9-yard line. 3rd and 6 here. Cardinals to continue their imperialism run. It is caught. It is a touchdown. Devin Duvernay. Jacoby Brissett to Devin Duvernay, as everyone predicted before this video started, would send the Cardinals to the Imperialism Championship if they could hold the Bills. The Bills have a 3rd and 12 here. If the Cardinals can stop these next 2 plays, they will be moving to the Imperialism Championship. Allen, it is caught. It's Dalton Kincaid. That's going to be a first down for the Bills. Now 2nd and 10, 32 seconds left. Allen has all day in the pocket. He's going to throw it downfield. It's intercepted! The Cardinals get the interception, and they are moving on to the Imperialism Championship. Wow, what a run from the Cardinals! I mean, this is magical. This is unlike anything I've seen before. The final attacking team is gonna be the Cowboys. Why am I spinning the arrow? Our Imperialism Championship is the Cardinals and the Cowboys. Cowboys on the opening drive, they do score, but they don't get the extra point. The Cardinals go the other way, they do get 7. Cowboys score with Brandon Aubrey, and they score again. It is 16-7. Can the Cardinals score before half? They do. And they score again. How is that even possible? 17-16. The Cardinals' magical run is going to continue here. They're up by 8. The Cowboys go. They don't get the 2. The Cardinals with a field goal here will make it a 5-point game, and the Cowboys will have 1 minute and 50 seconds. Oh! Is that a roughing call? Personal foul roughing the kicker. What are the Cowboys doing? Jacoby Brissett now with a chance to win it here. He's going to hand it off to Connor up the middle. 3rd and 5, a touchdown likely wins them the game. Either way, I don't think the Cowboys are going to go the other way in 20 seconds. Connor up the middle, he's got the first down. That's going to do it. The Arizona Cardinals are your Imperialism champions after the most improbable run we've ever seen. This is unironically the greatest Imperialism I've ever done. The Arizona Cardinals are the Madden 27 inaugural Imperialism champions. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Madden content.